Good morning and welcome, fellow card collectors. This is Timothy here with Olympic Card Collectors. Going to do our first on-camera mail opening that we've done. Been winning some auctions lately. I bid real low auctions just starting out right now, but I do try to get cards in for my eBay shop that I both would like in my own collection and that I think will either have some kind of immediate return on value now if I'm seeing that I'm bidding low and winning low on something. Maybe there's a gap to be made, some profit to be made, but you got to watch out with eBay fees as well. But then also cards that I think, Rated Rookies is a series I really like, although I avoided in baseball because with being Panini Donruss, it's going to be unlicensed. That being said, investing in rookies that I think are going to perform well in the upcoming season, players that I think are going to have bounce back seasons, I'll buy their rookies, but I try to stick with, and hopefully what you'll see here is vintage and vintage greats. Although I do like vintage cards a lot. Serial numbered cards, parallels, and rookies. So let's do this mail opening and see if it backs up what I'm saying to you right now. So I do need to buy a new razor blade. It makes mail openings a bit easier. So always trying to be careful. It's interesting to see how people package their cards sometimes. This one's not too bad, although I would have liked it. Seen it in some kind of invoice and some kind of cardboard, something to give it extra protection other than just the top loader in the mail. That's not great. So, okay, here you go. I'm backing myself up right away. And then also big market teams can be a little more worthwhile investing in than smaller market teams. So this is a paralleled Topps Chrome Masataka Yoshida card. And you can see here, it's got the parallel, it's got the rookie debut there, and it's a Topps Chrome, which typically is going to hold a little more value than the normal Topps card. So that's what I'm excited to open right away. Nice little start there. There we go. You can see they wrapped theirs up nicely in the invoice, giving it a little extra protection. Well done, guys. Ooh, didn't expect those. Those must be extra cards that they just included. I would have. Micah Parsons and Drake London are going to be cards that I bought along with it. No, I don't know that that's true though. I'd have to look up where this order came from. See if they have anything on the invoice. Okay. I want to go back and check that invoice. And really what I should have is a pen on me. I like to jot down those kind of notes. Makes it a little bit easier in the long run. And then I like that they secured it. They use the painter's tape. I do the same. And actually, I want to make a video at some point coming up on how I package my eBay cards. I think a lot of people go one of two ways. They either don't do enough and do the bare minimum, or they go the other way and they put so much effort into protecting these cards that you almost have a chance of damaging them as you're trying to extricate them from the packaging. So it's one of those, there's no right or wrong way, but there are better practices is how I would phrase it. So this is cool. This is a really nice card. Museum Collection, Zach Ertz rookie. Huge Eagles fan. They're huge Eagles fan. So that's another fun one. And then we're going to set these aside. I should have, I'm going to put these in the little extra pile over here. I should have a penny sleeve for that one. In fact, bear with me. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a pen and some penny sleeves to have out here. Okay, guys, grab some penny sleeves there. And we're going to write down here just Micah Parsons. And who is the other one? Drake London. That's the reason I think I may have actually bought those cards, though, is, and great extras included if I didn't. If I did buy them, I'm a little salty that it's not at least in a penny sleeve. The Micah Parsons. If it's an extra, man, what a generous thing to do, throwing in a Micah Parsons and a Drake London. But I really like Drake London cards. I think he's going to have a good season now with Kirk Cousins coming into Atlanta, despite what everybody's saying with the backup quarterback situation there with Penix. I think Kirk Cousins is going to put up, close to 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. I mean, he's just not going to win you more than a playoff game or two himself. I'm not saying he can't win with the right team around him. I'm saying he himself is not going to win you the game. I've learned to appreciate Cousins over the years as an Eagles fan playing against the Vikings. The dude can put up big numbers when it doesn't matter, it seems. But I think that's going to do a lot for Drake London's card values. Also, Bijan Robinson. So we're going to go ahead and write the extras down here. And then that came with the Zach card. That way I have a little reference when I'm looking here so I can, when people do stuff like that, I like to leave a review. I buy too many cards to be going and reviewing everybody's, and you probably should be happy I don't, because some of the time I'm not so happy with the packaging or the way it came, and I just deal with it, because when you're doing low cost bidding on eBay, you can be a little more flexible with that. But yeah, now we make note of that. We've got our penny sleeve here, and just gonna get Mike all sleeved up. I said I'm going to get Micah all sleeved up. There we go. Prestigious pros. I mean, Penn State fan. I like Micah Parsons. I think that dude is a beast of a player. That being said, I think he should maybe talk a little less, and he should maybe, let's see where he ends up being if he hits free agency in the future. You can see I like to use scissors. I used to like to use a razor for when there's a lot of tape. I just, again, need to get a new one. So, there we go. Okay. Stampede, Pete Browns. Rodgers passes far on Packers TD list. Okay, that's a cool card. Don't know if I don't think I bought that one either. And then, okay, parallel serial number. We got an Antonio Freeman, and I really like the Prestige and the Extra Points cards, those lines. So this one is numbered to 299, and it is the premium blue color. And Antonio Freeman, great wide receiver for the Packers. So that's a nice little pickup as well. We'll put him with the Zach Ertz card. Okay. I like to stay as close to the top as possible, just in case there is some kind of extra, or let's say they included the invoice and wrote a note on it or something like that. I like to at least try to do what I can to see what they sent, see what they wrote. Sometimes there's religious scripts, which I find interesting because I grew up Christian conservative, though I don't want to get into religion or politics on this channel. I respect everybody and their opinions. That's what I'll say. But I'm never upset when I get religious information or tracts in the mail, because I know they're doing it out of spirit of trying to help people. So it doesn't bother me. Hey, look at this. I think we've got another extra included cards thing. This is, man, okay, we've got to write this down too. See how the Yankees with that Anthony Volpe card. And I bought a Anthony Volpe Mojo Refractor rookie PSA 10 not too long ago. So yesterday, I think I won the bid. Maybe the day before yesterday, I won the bid on it. Got it for $50. And I think that's a card that's already worth more than $50, if I'm being honest. But I definitely see him having a bright future. And with the Yankees being such a big market team, this one here, the Topps Chrome version, and I just think it's a nice little pickup. Again, I get these cards for a couple bucks. I really, $2, $3, $4, depending on the card. I like to get lots, so maybe I'll spend $10 and get 12 cards that I think have some kind of investment value. But yeah, another rookie card. So we'll put that with the Masataka Yoshida. And then we're going to write down that the Volpe came with extra Yankees. Write down Volpe RC. Set that over there with that. And you know what? While I got you on camera, let's just go ahead and give you guys a shout out. Tim and Forrest of TNF is what they call it. They do their live whatnot shows. check out their Instagram page at TNF Sports Cards and their YouTube channel at TNF Sports Cards. So shout out to Tim and Forrest. Thank you guys. And I'm just going to take a quick second. Guys like Teixeira, even if these cards aren't worth much in the way of value, which they're not, I don't care. I'm a collector, and I appreciate any extras, especially when they're a real player. Like that right there. Topps 2000 Andy Pettitte. That's a nice looking card, honestly. That is a genuinely nice looking card, and to be included for free, I just think that's awfully kind and generous. Shout out to, man, I wish you had included a name on that one. Let's see. It's the last one that I... Shout out to Tanner Hazley. Thank you for the extra cards. I appreciate it, Tanner. You guys, it's amazing how kind and generous and great customer service some of you guys on eBay have. And then it's also amazing to me just how some people don't seem to care. The canceled bids or canceled auction one without telling you because, do you know how many people must have been having a baby when I've won auctions? Or their car broke down and whatever. And I just roll with it. People, because you know what? For every 5 people maybe whose car didn't actually break down, one person's car did break down. And I want to be sympathetic and non-judgmental towards them instead of judgmental towards, like, it's not worth being mean to the 5 if I'm being mean to somebody who didn't deserve it. So, I just kind of roll with those punches. Unless it's egregious, I don't even report them on eBay or whatever, even when they're clearly breaking it, because I don't got the time to waste on it. If it's egregious, I'll report things because that's about protecting myself in the future and other card collectors and investors. But that's cool, man. Even that Tommy John card, that's a nice, perfect condition Tommy John card. I mean, I'm not going to even bother having it graded. I'm not one of those guys who grades every last little thing. I just think that's cool. That's going straight to my collection. It's going to, and I'll show you guys later, maybe in a future video. I've got a box of just Topps, essentially, going back as far as, I want to say 1971, 1972. I have cards that go further back. I just don't keep them in that box. But those will stay sleeved and get integrated into that collection. So really, really cool, you guys. I feel like I'm getting some good karma doing this this opening. So let's see what we got here. We've got a whole bunch of stuff packed into this one. Let's move this pen out of the way. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What did I purchase here? Okay. Looks like we've got some extras tossed in. Oh, Justin Herbert. How about that? Okay, this is a mixed lot here. So we've got some baseball. Oh. Serena Williams sisters. That's a cool card. That one. I mean, I'm not a huge tennis fan, but I really respect both the Venus or the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena. 2 of the most talented female athletes over the past 20 years. So that's a cool card. Basketball. I'm sending the ones that aren't, although that Kyle Pitts, I like that one too. Kellen Mond, Mac Jones. Looks like this is a rookies and parallels set I might have purchased. That's cool. We got some cool cards in here. We've got that's a Chris Olave. We've got a Kyle Trask prism. Another Chris Olave prism. Let's put the Chris Olaves together side by side. And then Devontae Adams. Speaking of Devontae's, Eagles fan here, and was once again, the Eagles end up signing a wide receiver who just doesn't stay with the team and doesn't play a single down for him. It's like a curse or something. We got Joshua Dobbs. That's a cool card. He had a really interesting story and season last year, so that was kind of cool. We'll set these over here. Basketball one here. Get a little room for it. And then the tennis. We got some interesting stuff. And here we go. Defensive Wizards. I really like cards like this. The retro vibe, colorful. It kind of gives me a retro 80s kind of vibe, and I really like cards that give me that style. So I'm gonna say it, fuck the Mets, but I like Francisco Lindor. I think he's a talented player. I like the card, so cool card. And then Eloy Jimenez. I really like the 1975 heritage stuff, the 1975 throwbacks. So that's an Eloy Jimenez rookie there. in the throwback to 1975. So that's a cool card. I thought we were moving at a pretty good pace, but damn, we still got a lot to get through. Carefully tear open along that. Oh, here we go. I've been into these lately too. I'm excited to show you this. The Bowman Spotlight cards. This is from 2023, I believe. They started making these. Get all the painter's tape off while I'm doing it, so I don't gotta mess around with it later. I should have I have a lit magnifying glass, and if you don't have one, you should get one. Makes it reading some of these the little details on the cards way easier. And if you're into grading, you're gonna want a better one than what I have. I need to invest in a better one. I have a cheap Amazon one right now. Yeah, we got a Josh Young right there. So that's the Bowman Spotlight. Put that over here with the other baseball. That's the top. I like that envelope. I like those kind. Old timey. Okay, we got our invoice there. Oh, there we go. Jalen Carter. I'm big on him. I thought he was going to be the defensive rookie of the year. I understand he slipped, and Will Anderson Jr. Did not. So I'm not upset about it or anything. I just kind of thought he had a great chance last year. Okay. I don't think I have any questions and concerns. Now, here's a really nice example of protected inside the invoice and inside a team bag, which I really like. This one is well done, in my opinion. Really nice job taking care of this. Maybe too nice. Oh, goodness. This is slightly embarrassing. There we go. Oh, my nails just a little bit there. So this is a cool one. Turning Pro rookie card, Jalen Carter. And, I need to also invest in one of those tools that lets you measure the card thickness. But I just think this is a really cool rookie card, the thicker style. That's a really nice Jalen Carter rookie card there. Put that over here. And I'll save that team bag. That's actually not in bad shape. Just set that aside. I'm saving the team bags, especially because I'd like to start buying some extra cards in bulk and creating, 10, 20, 30 card little packs just to help kids get started who are maybe starting out in the hobby, to give them for free at, shows or anything like that, which I've yet to go to a show. So that's why I haven't, started down that path. But I've saved a bunch of the team bags for that very thing. Anything we can do to spur the hobby and to remember that, yeah, I'm doing this to invest. I want to make some money out of this. I really do. But it's about the collecting. And if we don't have people collecting cards, there ain't nobody invested. Investor doesn't have anybody to sell to if there's no collector. I think we're starting to lose sight of that in the hobby. And I'm not making this video to trash on anybody. But I see a lot of, I like the Sports Card Investor YouTube channel, for instance. I think the money market tool or market movers, rather, I think it's a valuable tool for people. I think Teapot on that channel, super insightful. That I think Jeff might be the face and the money behind it, but Teapot, I think his knowledge of cards and data analytics, I think it may be given a guy like Jeff just surrounds himself with good guys. He's a smart guy, but I also think they promote a lot of the whatnot stuff and the repacks and everything. They seem to be more about the money sometimes than the collecting side, and that irks me a little bit. But that being said, they are better for the hobby than they're not. So Sports Card Investor, please don't come at me. Jeff, please don't come at me. Teapot, especially, I really respect you, dude. I think you're a super smart guy. Please don't come at me. You guys run you're a well-rounded, intelligent team of individuals who really work well together, have different talents. I'm not trying to cast aspersions or shade. That's not what this was about. Just channels like that, I think, sometimes lose focus of the collecting side. I think they're too focused on the investing side and forget that, hey, you're not investing anything without collectors. That's all. And then I'm not a big fan of things like whatnot, of breaks, stuff like that. The repacks, I just don't think it's good for the hobby. I think it is people trying to find ways that they can make extra money in the hobby and not provide extra value. Just my 2 cents, man. I'm sorry for rambling on about that. Regardless, we got some cool cards here. Huge Derek Jeter fan. So we've got some Topps Stadium Club, Derek Jeter, two of the normal. Well, here we go. We got one of the Stadium Club, one of the Stadium Club Chrome, and one of the red Stadium Club parallel. So kind of cool there to be rocking the three different ones. But yeah, cool card. Derek Jeter, to me, all-time legend. And I'll probably actually put those in top loaders just because I really like Jeter. And I'm not a Yankees fan. I know it might seem like it, Volpe and Jeter and stuff. I'm a good baseball player fan, really. And I've tried lately to stray a little more away from the Philly teams because I have a tendency to get a little homerish, and I don't want to let that skew the investment side. I have plenty that I've collected that are part of the collection that are for sale, but they're part of the collection too. I have some that aren't for sale. We always hold some back. Okay, we're gonna put down this tape. See why they did it that way. Trying to get a little extra protection, but I think they went a little overboard. And then they taped it on the inside as well, so it won't move. But then, again, just a little much. That painter's tape with it wrapped in here would have been plenty. I got to remember that I'm looking up and talking to you guys, I think, sometimes, not looking down at the cards so much. Okay, here we go. Bo Bichette. Big fan of his. Dad was a talented ball player. He's a talented ball player. I think he has a real bright future in the major leagues. I think he's going to be a star. He comes across as likable, in my opinion. And if Vlad can get his shit together, I think Blue Jays, Toronto can really be something. I just think I don't invest in Vlad cards for that very reason. I don't think he panned out. I'm not saying he's a bad ball player either. I'm just saying he was not who we thought he might have ended up being. So yeah, this is all Bo Bichette. Bowman Chrome. That's a cool one. The freshman flash Topps Chrome. And then ready for the show. Those are some cool Bo Bichette cards, really. And maybe it's gonna sound stupid, but I think he has a cool name too, Bo Bichette. Like, Boba Fett, Bo Bichette. It just sounds fucking cool if you ask me. I don't know. Anyway, we'll put that up here in this stack. Don't worry, guys. We're almost through here. Not too much more. Thought this would just give you some insight into my collecting strategy. I am not the sports card investor. I don't have the data analytics, the time, the money, the team. I'm not sure what went wrong with my mic, but you can see there at some point it disconnected during the video and I didn't realize it. I'm a little salty about that, honestly. So I apologize for the loss of audio here. I know it diminishes the quality of the video. And again, my apologies for that. Not too much left in the video, honestly. So I thought I'd do a quick voiceover and just provide some context for what was going on here. You can see there's only 3, I think, cards, including the one packages right there. Looks like we have Mosaic Prism there. I think I was mentioning that it's a cool looking card, and I really like the parallels that Prism puts out. I think there are too many and whatnot, but I think some of them are really just attractive cards. They're fun to look at. And that's what that one there is. But it's baseball, and Panini does not have the baseball licensing, and that's all going to change soon because of Fanatics anyway. But I don't recommend buying Panini baseball products as an investment. I recommend buying them because you like the Panini baseball products. Not saying none of the cards have value or you can't do it as investments. Just saying it's a little harder because, again, they're unlicensed. Just some practical advice there. That right there, that card, I believe that's Drew Jones. I'm not 100% sure, but that is a Bowman Spotlight as well. And as I'm watching this video back and giving this voiceover, I'm realizing we need to get some better lighting in there. I thought I had some adequate lighting, but I don't like the lighting for this, so I'm really going to want to kind of improve on that. So just bear with me as I go forward. I'm always learning. I'm always trying to improve these videos, and they're just going to get better and better as we go forward. And I think I have a lot of value as in what I've been learning along my journey as a collector and investor. And again, collector first, investor second. So anyway, I'm not sure what was in this. I do like that they packaged it inside the paper with some painter's tape. Little bit to get into, but no big deal. Well protected there. And I also use painter's tape to secure my cards. What do we have there? That might be the Drew Jones Bowman Spotlight there. It's hard to tell. Trying to pick off the painter's tape there. Regardless, I really like those Bowman Spotlight cards, 2023. I think they're going to have some value. And then, yep, there you go, Josh Jung and Drew Jones, which does make the case. I wonder. Oh, I think maybe it was some Jeter cards in with the Panini mosaic there. Regardless, I don't fucking remember. I'm fucking salty about that audio too. So here's our last package. And for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to make you listen to my voice constantly throughout this. But what I'm about to open in this package here, I wonder what I'm going on about there. This one was really well packaged. Bubble mailer inside a bubble mailer. And then they were nicely packaged inside the bubble mailer, secured with top top loader on either end, and then the penny sleeve cards in between them. Two separate packages sent out to Overburden. It was just a really well packaged package here, and I think I gave a shout out. It was a Christian ministry video, and it was done in American Sign Language. That's what this card I'm about to hold up here. So shout out to them if you can see the card well enough. Go check them out if you want to. It's really not for me, but I don't mind sharing their message at all. So there you go. Regardless, inside here, there's going to be 1993 Topps Black Gold cards, which I'm really into that set right now. I like the Black Gold cards. Regardless, I think I recently bought a Bryce Harper one. Is actually what I really like. But the night obviously not from 1993 set. But the 1993 set is the first year they had it, so I won this on auction, and quite frankly, I was really I was happy with the amount of cards for the price I got them at. I think it was a really good deal because I like the set. I think these could have value over time as they were printed less in the junk wax era than the other junk wax cards, but again, it's called the junk wax era for a reason, and you should not be buying these cards as anything investment wise. They should be because you like the cards, and if there are some, there's going to be rookie cards of certain players and whatnot. But even then, there's you print 10,000 rookie cards, 100,000 rookie cards of a player. How much value if everybody has one of them? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that everybody shouldn't have access to them. I'm just saying from the in purposes of an investment everybody can't have them if you want that investment to hold value. For collectors, yes. And that's why I'm circling back again. Collectors first, investors second. This is not the Olympic card investors. This is the Olympic card collectors. Anyway, there were some really cool cards in here. You can't see them well enough. I'm going to have to work on my lighting, and I really apologize for that. I'll try to maybe get a second camera going in the future. I'll be evolving as equipment I have obviously I have no sponsors. I have nobody funding this is just something I started doing in my spare time, and quite frankly I put my money into cards. I have a limited amount that I've invested into my business, and I put my money into cards and not equipment. But I'd like to do more and more videos of a higher and higher quality, and maybe even ones where my freaking mic doesn't cut out during it. So I just want to as the video kind of wraps up here, I just want to thank you all, especially if you stayed with me through this, the transition from audio to no audio. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be putting out more content really often, hopefully here. It's important to me to provide value though, and not just content. I don't want to do a shit ton of shorts that don't actually say anything. But what I'm really looking to do is one more mail openings. I get enough mail where I think it's worth it. And I want to give you an insight into what my mindset is in collecting and investing. I'd also like to do some tutorials on organizing cards and protecting cards. I see a lot of questions come up about that, and a lot of people who don't seem to know what they're doing. And I don't mean that casting shade. I just mean some of you don't know what you're doing in protecting your cards. So I'd like to do some videos on that, some easy step-by-step tutorials, and then what else? Perhaps some insight into cards I think that are worth purchasing going forward. But oftentimes, by the time I have that insight myself, it's, Anthony Edwards. If I tell you now to go buy Anthony Edwards, it's a little too late. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those that until I feel more established in the hobby myself, as far as my investing knowledge, my ability to predict the future, essentially, I won't comment too much on those sorts of things. But also, I want to do some videos on sets that I really like. The 1974, 1975 top sets are favorites, which obviously then the past couple of years of heritage sets are right up my freaking alley. It's been awesome. Lots of cool cards in those sets. Some of my favorites. Bobby Witt Jr., his 1975 tops. It just reminds me of the Brett rookie, George Brett rookie, and I just think it's a cool card. But yeah, no, I'd like to talk about the top, not the tops, the sets and years that I really found worthwhile, parallels, rookies that I might like, stuff like that. So anyway, I can tell the video's winding up here, so I'm going to wind down myself. Again, this was Timothy with Olympic Card Collectors. Just want to say I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching my videos, and please, if you haven't, hit the like button. Don't smash it. Just go click it. And maybe give the subscribe button a click there too. Really helps me out, especially as I'm getting started here. And I promise I'm going to be providing value. This is not just going to be a channel for the sake of having a channel. So again, thank you guys. Hope you have a great day and take care.